All right. Okay, I'm there. Now let's check the audio. Checking the audio, checking. All right, here we go. All right, good morning. Oh, I'm going to do this right. Push. Good morning. My name's Ryan. This is Coffee and Resales. I am one of those guys who I go to thrift stores, yard sales, flea markets, pick up stuff, try to make a couple extra bucks online. I live stream in the mornings and clip the video sometimes and post it later in the day. So I want to go over. I had a bad sale day the other day, but yesterday was okay. I sold some of my bread and butter items, I guess is the best way to put it. Didn't pick anything up yesterday. I'm going to hit the thrift store today probably at lunch. But I do have a couple things, something I want to go over that I'm going to be listing later, or more actually editing a listing with it. So let's jump into it. Yesterday's sales, a couple of nothing extraordinary, I guess is the best way to put it. But like I said, this is my bread and butter stuff. What we got here. So we'll handle Christmas as last. So $10, but I haven't paid for it yet. Book bundles. Love book bundles. Sold these. These are Abeka readers. Homeschool folks love these. Abeka is a popular homeschool curriculum. Some private schools use it too. Actually, I didn't use these books, but I did some when I went to a small private school growing up. Inexpensive private school. I wasn't one of them. Probably the redneckiest private school ever. And if you know what I'm talking about, you're gonna agree with me. Anyway, so a bundle of Abeka readers went for about $10, maybe a little bit more than that. So I've kind of good. I picked these up 50 cents a piece. For you to make money on bundles, your price per book needs to be about at the $2 each range. Now, that price can come down the more books you have in a bundle. But because of costs and shipping, when you're shipping media, because of media mail, that cost can come down a little bit per book the more you have. So when you're bundling, make sure you do your math, because I just looked back at one the other day. I sold like I sold like 9 of these for less than $2 a piece, and I didn't make money. So I need to make sure my thought process is right, that I don't lose out when I have them posted. Now that's on eBay. If you're in a niche group or you're doing cash sale or online sale, that changes. Or a Facebook marketplace sale, that changes because fees go down. But if you're for eBay purposes, when you're bundling, $2 a piece, to make sure you're probably about that $2 per book level. If you're particularly, it is where you're 50. If you're buying a book for 50 cents or less, you need to be at the $2 level per book. There you go. That's what I want to get out. Anyway, next up, which goes to this lesson. Lord of the Rings lot, $10. I'm going to make about $2 net after shipping and eBay fees and all that sort of stuff, and paying for these. Whenever I find Lord of the Rings books for 50 cents a piece in decent condition, I grab them. Now, this Two Towers is about as rough as I'm going to buy it. but I needed to fill the hole in the set so that I could sell the set. So I almost always have a set of these for sale because I almost always find the books. A good one in better condition, and I may need to keep that price higher. But one in better condition, I've sold sets for $15 before, with books that are in really good shape. So worth picking up. Older books, sometimes you can sell individually for $8, $10, $12 for that older cover. I need to check to see if I have any still here, and get those listed. Finally, Wheel of Time. This is the prequel novel to The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, hardcover. I always grab Wheel of Time books. They line up well, but they also sell well individually. The hardcovers do well individually. Hardcovers can go between $10 and $20 depending. So I got another one for sale. I'm actually a little surprised it hasn't sold yet. But I'm probably not going to come down the price on that thing either. I think I got it finally down to $10 after a while. But New Spring by Robert Jordan. Wheel of Time books. Grab them. Almost any condition. But the hardcovers, I'll spend $2. The hardcovers $2 a piece. But I'm making money at that level. I'll sell this. Shipping will be $4 or $5 plus 2, so I'll make a couple bucks on this book. So, but I've sold. I think I may have even sold this book for more before. But Christmas coming. We'll see how it comes out. Finally, Santa. This I am not. This is a working musical rubber face 1960s, 1970s Santa. Who would make this? Fred Roberts Company. Made in Japan. Loved it. I had this when I was a kid. It's sort of a door hanger, wall hanger Santa. And it works. So, hope I don't get copyrights. No. But $15. I have a stash of vintage Christmas from 50s, 60s, 70s that I got from Mama. And I've sold a couple things already out of it for $10, $15. And so this one went for $15. So I think I had the least expensive one on eBay. That I think there was a couple boxed ones that were like in the 20 or something range. But happy to find this fella a new home. Hope they enjoy it. I did when I was a kid. Okay. Going to cover one thing right quick for sales. And that is bundling. I've got this box of Thoroughbred books. I've got these 4 up right now. I had 3 up. Found one book, added it to the lot last week. Found another. I'm going to throw that on. Probably run the price up by another $1 or $2. Make sure I got it over that $2 per book range. And I've sold lots of these. Have been sitting for a little long though. But the more when you have these sorts of sets, the more you have, the more likely they are to sell. So I'm not crazy about buying 1 or 2 at a time unless I really am consistent about. This is one of those series I'm very consistent about finding them at thrift stores and places. So these Goosebumps show up a bunch. I got a pile there, but I want to grab another. I need to get another couple in before I list them. I don't do Magic Tree House, but I do Magic School Bus. Magic Tree House is but I might understand Magic Tree House maybe get an Amazon book. Those books, but unless I get about 20 of those all at one time, I'm not getting them, and I'm not even spending 50 cents a piece on them. I'd rather they just don't seem to sell fast enough. It's a high competition in that realm. Manga, I grab. And a few other things, and these who were books. I grabbed these. at 50 cents a piece. Though I like to get them a lot cheaper for bundling. So that is. I got a 1980s bundle I need to put together. I got some picture books that I need to throw together and see if I can't move them, because that's going to be a good set. Let me try those on Facebook first. But that is today's sale and stuff and suggestions. I am getting together, and I may have to show you what I'm going to try to do. I'm getting together some stuff for a flea market. I do a flea market about once a quarter. I'll go out and usually sell excess or some of that stuff that that works better at a flea market. There's certain books at the flea market I'm at that sell decently. Older books sometimes, Civil War books, and kids books. Southerners love their history, so particularly history about the South. And and every time I get something 50 cents about 50 cents a piece or cheaper on a Civil War history, I will bring it out there if it's not something I can flip quickly here, because I've almost always been able to sell Civil War history books out there. And folks out there kind of like old books sometimes, and it's like $3 old books. It's not like I can get $15 for a book out there. That ain't happening. But if I know I can go to 50 cents to a $3 sale out at the flea market, I'm going to do that every day of the week. Well, Saturday mornings. So that's that plan. And I'll bring, hopefully get some stuff out there and get it flipped, because they got some stuff that's taking up a bunch of room, and I want to get it out there and get it going. So that's today. Y'all have a good one. Happy hunting. Like, comment, subscribe. Please. Looks like I'm growing this thing a little bit at a time. Not exactly. Had one video get over 100 views, and that was me almost whining about something, but not quite, because I was right. Anyway, go check them out. If you got questions, post them, and we're perfectly willing to discuss them. So, have a good one.